latest, Freedom Caucus member defends against Trump. The latest on efforts to repeal and replace President Barack Obama's healthcare law, all times local. 9:20 a.m. President Donald Trump is warning conservative lawmakers in the House that a fight is coming if they don't get on the team, and fast. Trump tweeted early Thursday, "The Freedom Caucus will hurt the entire Republican agenda if they don't get on the team, and fast. We must fight them, and Dems, in 2018. Trump's efforts to repeal and replace President Barack Obama's signature healthcare law fell short last week, after he and House Speaker Paul Ryan failed to convince a number of House lawmakers, including most of the Freedom Caucus, to vote in their favor. Trump initially blamed Democrats for not supporting the new bill. But he's since criticized the Freedom Caucus for its resistance. 9:58 a.m. House Speaker Paul Ryan says he doesn't want to see President Donald Trump negotiate with Democrats on health care. But he warns that will be the result if House Republicans can't come together and pass their bill. Ryan tells CBS This Morning that if Trump works with Democrats, they will try and change Obamacare, and that's hardly a conservative thing. Ryan insists he's still trying to get the bill passed despite its collapse last week short of votes. The legislation was supposed to make good on 7 years of GOP promises to repeal and replace President Barack Obama's health law. Yet there's little evidence that Ryan or other leaders are working seriously to revive the legislation as they move on to other issues like a tax overhaul. 10:31 a.m. A House Freedom Caucus member is defending the group's opposition to the failed GOP healthcare bill. That's after President Donald Trump lashed out at the Republican conservative group Thursday morning. Jim Jordan of Ohio says, "I respect the president, but our focus is on the legislation." Trump tweeted that the caucus will hurt the Republican agenda if they don't get on the team fast, and added, "We must fight them, and Dems, in 2018. The caucus contributed to the humiliating failure of the GOP health care bill that would have replaced Barack Obama's Affordable Care Act. They complained the bill didn't do enough to get the government out of health care. Jordan cites polls showing opposition to the bill, saying, "It doesn't change Washington like we told them we were going to change Washington."